Hey guys and gals, what's up? Today I'm going to be reviewing another movie, but before I start, I apologize for my sound quality on my last video blog I just did on the Telegram review. I'm working with my desktop back once more again because it is very useful after all than my laptop. Even though I use the laptop more, but still, video blogging wise and for faster pace when it comes to editing time, definitely I have to use my desktop now. Also for my sound quality, apologize for that like static sound. So yeah, if you see my Telegram review, like I said, I just want to apologize. Before I start, if you're curious about what microphone I'm using, and I'm going to start using the microphone instead of the webcam microphone because I do have a lot of comments and feedback from a lot of people telling me that they can't hear me so well. You know, it's not because of my speech problem, it's just the sound quality. So I'm coming back using this awesome microphone. I know I can't show it right because of the wires, but it's called Samsung, not Samsung, which you can just Google Samsung, Samson on Amazon.com, which I got this wonderful mic, and it's very cheap. It cost me under $20, by the way, and it's so effective than a Blue Yeti. You know, I'm like, kid you not, it is very effective. But besides that, I want to talk about this movie I saw. Another Italian horror, low budget B movie style. I don't know if I should call it low budget because they gotta go to Venezuela and shoot this movie. So, but anyway, it's called Maya from 1989, and it's one of those supernatural Italian horror style movies. If you've seen a lot of these movies, you know what I'm talking about. Like for example, Spectre, the one with Don Pleasance. You know, like stuff like that. I highly enjoyed it. You know, I mean, it's not fast paced. You know, it's kind of like slow paced. You know, but it's really about you. Show you this old man. He's like a archaeologist investigating this pyramid, and it's like something about his investigation is like the crossroad between life and death, like the other world, pretty much. And you find out about the history of this pyramid, about this guy who's like this warrior. You know, and he's protected by this evil identity god, like what it says in the story mode. And as the movie progressed, he eventually dies, and then as he dies, off the bat, you get the daughter who's going to investigate her father's death. So she goes to Venezuela pretty much, trying to see what's going to her father's death. And the movie doesn't mainly focus on her that much because you also got another movie focused on the guy, the assisted the father on his quest. And you know, he's like drinking, working at a bar, having sex with these two hot chicks, you know, and you got like a lot of cast of characters, but they end up dying one by one by Supernatural's death, pretty much. You got one scene when I feel like they're trying to rip off Hellraiser with a hook scene, but instead they use a fishing hook scene to kill one of the victims. As the movie progressed, you know, the guy is really the main hero, and then the father's daughter was kind of widow. The only thing she does is just walk around investigating stuff. That's what she does, you know. And you know, when you get told the movie, the boy, who's one of the characters, he's supposed to be like a sacrifice for the temple, but supposed to be like acting wise because it's supposed to be like a big festival, like. But really, he's really going to be sacrificed, you know. And the guy and Francisco, who's like the others, like the shaman who assisted the father in the storyline, which was mentioned during the woman's investigation, that he helped the father out to figure out the life and death, but he didn't want to go through with the game plan, you know, so he escaped from it because it was too much for him to handle. So anyway, as it progressed, the young hero, the younger assistant, and Francisco use like this mirror, and Francisco have to find a way to put a stop to it, you know, stop the sacrifice. And while the boy's about to be sacrificed, you know, I don't want to ruin too much, but let's just say the father's daughter ended up saving him just in time, and you know, you get your little ending, you know, like they were ready to move on, the father's daughter and the young hero, you know, the guy, you know, ready to move on, ready to go to New York. Man, a little spoiler, not spoilers. And then you gonna get a little twist ending with this Afro kid that you were seeing walking around the movie. You know, he's like blind, like. Yeah, and you can take your guess what the wild twist ending is. Not really a big twist ending, but you know, every of these Italian horror movies, you gotta have some kind of twist ending in them. You know, or some kind of little shock value, but there's nothing shocking about this ending. But still, supernatural wise, I mean, it's supernatural horror drama mostly. You know, it's not fast paced, but if you enjoy that stuff, check out Maya from 1989. And anyway, peace, guys. See you later.